Hey there, it is Anna Runyon. I'm the founder of ClassyCareerGirl.com, and I'm here to help you get your career unstuck so you never dread Monday again. So super excited to have you here with me today. If you are here, can you just say hello? Even if you're listening to the replay, just say replay, just so I know you're here. I know all the tech stuff is working because we always want to make sure that that's what. So let's dive right in. I'm super excited about this topic today. We're going to be talking about new ways to make more money, new ways to make a career change, and new ways that you can make a difference. And we're going to be talking about what most coaches won't tell you. And so I'm seeing a lot of mistakes happen in my Facebook group and with some of my clients. And so I wanted to dive in here and make sure that you guys are really seeing these new ways. So let's first talk about what most coaches are telling you to do right now. So if you're searching online to change your career, you're trying to get your career unstuck, you're trying to figure this out, you're terribly stuck in your job, maybe you're unemployed, you just have no idea how to launch your dream career or business, you just know that you want to do something different. You might be Googling online, you might be reading career articles, maybe you're talking to some coaches, maybe you're watching their Facebook Lives too. What are they telling you? I would love to know in the comments, like what are most career and business coaches telling you right now about launching your dream career and business? What are they teaching you? Here's what I'm seeing. I am seeing a lot of coaches teaching about networking. And so this is going to be all about why you should not network, which is very different than what other coaches are going to teach you. Everywhere I look, that's the advice, right? LinkedIn, networking, use your network. And I know if you're an introvert like me, just hearing that is like, do I have to? Do I have to network to find my dream job? Does that have to be the very first thing I do? Because it's overwhelming and intimidating, and I don't want to do that. So let me know if networking is something you're hearing. I'm hearing a lot of LinkedIn, use your LinkedIn profile, connect with people, network people, message people. Networking before you really even know what career you want and what you want to do when you grow up. That's why that's kind of a mistake, right? Is because that's not the first thing that you want to do. And that's usually what most coaches are teaching is networking. If you're job searching, they're teaching resumes. Like, let's update your resume. A lot of times, there's resume writers. You're like, okay, I need a career change. Let me look at my resume. Let me send it to a resume writer. Let me redo my resume. Here's 10 tips to redo your resume. And that's not the first thing either. That's going to help you get another job. Like, it's going to help you get a paycheck and another job. But that might not lead you to your ultimate vision. That might not get you where you ultimately want to go in the future. Now, let me know if we have anyone listening today who wants to start a business, because what most business coaches are going to tell you is to launch a business. I can help you grow your income. I can help you make money. There's Facebook ads courses. There's Instagram courses. There's become a coach courses. Let's create an online course. That's a very popular course right now. Like, create an online course. And I create an online course, and so can you. So buy my course and let's create an online course together. Become a coach. I'll help you grow your business on Instagram. Let's make money. So let's talk about why that's wrong, right? Because I see this happen all the time. Is people are taking all these courses online. They're trying to learn how to start a course, how to grow their Instagram, turn it into a business, how to figure out Facebook ads. And the problem here is that we can't start there, because first we have to figure out what the ideal business is for you. Just because someone is making money on Instagram as a career, that doesn't mean that it's the right career for you. Just because someone is creating an online course and turning that into their career doesn't mean that that's right for you too. And so when you find your ideal career or business first, you're going to have more success. If you're job searching, you're going to get hired way easier. If you're going to get more job offers. And you figure out what that ideal career is first. If you're starting a business, you're going to have more success for your business. You're going to get clients easily saying yes. It's not going to be hard to market. It's going to be way more natural to get those clients and to do sales because you're passionate and excited about what you do. And networking is way easier when you know what you want to do too. So it's networking is not the first step. I had someone who, a long time ago, who did an informational interview with me. This was back when I was in my consulting career, and they called me up to do an informational interview, and they were asking me questions about my career as a consultant because I thought that they wanted to be a consultant someday. Usually, when you're doing informational interviews, you want to have the career that you're doing the informational interview for, and I just found it so shocking because when they were doing the interview with me, he said, I don't know what I want to do. I might want to do marketing or maybe consulting or maybe HR. And it was very clear to me that he had no idea what type of career he wanted. So, what does that mean to me? I would never have referred him into my company. I wasn't able to give him very clear advice, or I wasn't even that helpful to him during that informational interview because he wasn't clear what he wanted. So when you're clear about what you want, other people can help you so much better. And they can also refer you for perfect positions for you when you're clear and you know what you want. That's why it's so important to know what you want before you even start networking. There's a lot of courses that I've taken as well about, marketing or career change or business. And I see so many people stuck in those courses in the very beginning. Like they struggle moving past that very first module because they don't have the foundation of what I teach, right? They haven't figured out, is this even the right business model for me? Is this the right career for me? Is this the right marketing strategy for me? Is this the right career for me to even pursue? And it's going to be hard to make progress in those courses and achieve those results if you first haven't figured out that that is the right path for you to take. So just getting another job isn't going to get you to that term vision as well. So if you're learning how to get another job fast, that's great. But we want to make sure that you're getting another job that's going to help you lead to your long-term vision, so you know where you're going. Because your business, if you're starting a business, your business will stop growing if it's not your passion. So if you're not excited about it, if you're not passionate about it, your clients will be able to tell. It'll be like crickets, right? Because your clients can tell you aren't loving what you do. And so it's so important when you're starting a business that you find that right career fit. I'm 11 years in. I've had my business for 11 years. I'm still talking about the same thing for 11 years. This is like the same thing I was talking about 11 years ago. And you can tell, right? Because I'm passionate about the topic of career fulfillment. And your career really is that like never ending cycle. So every career change is helping you reach your vision. So if you're in, if you're working with a for a month and they're helping you get a job, that's great. But you need that support so that you're ready for that next career as well. It's a never-ending cycle, right? You're gonna need to keep working on your career for the rest of your career, and it's a circle. Like in our framework, it's a circle, right? Because you don't just get a job and then you can stop working on your career. You're continually growing and learning more about yourself and the role that you were born to do. So let's talk about what you should do instead then. Because we've talked a little bit about, what not to do. Let's talk about like what you can do instead and the new ways that you can change your career and make a difference. So number one, like identifying your ideal or career business. Before you read another article online, before you take another course, watch another YouTube video, try a new marketing strategy like Clubhouse, who's like on the Clubhouse bandwagon, before you start networking or online applications or posting on social media or working on your business website. These are all things that people can tell you to jump into, right? Before you do any of that, we want to first start the foundation and first really figure out what that ideal career business is for you. Figure out what your calling is. And so that's the number one thing to do instead, as well as instill habits that are going to help you your entire career path. So because I've been doing this 11 years, I've had a lot of time to develop systems and frameworks and work with clients, thousands of women over these years, and really figure out what works and what doesn't work. And at one point, we really figured out the career change, launch your dream career framework, right? Like we know how to do that very, very well. And it has worked for our clients over and repeatedly. But then what I found is after that they would get the job, there's still that process that needs to happen in order for them to transition and get ready for that next career as well, and to have balance, happiness, and success in their lives as well. So just getting that dream job is great, but we want to make sure that you're instilling that habits that are going to help you your entire career path and ultimately give you that life fulfillment as well. So not only do you need to identify your ideal career or business, you need to have a plan and a system to reach for the rest of your life, right? So you might have an income goal. You might have a side hustle goal. Like maybe you have a career you love, but you're also growing a side hustle as well. Maybe you have a vacation goal. Maybe you have a family goal, something that you want to do as a family. So this is all about goals in your life and achieving life fulfillment, career fulfillment, and life career fulfillment. And so not only do we want to help you identify your ideal career or business, we want to help teach you our planning system so that you can reach your personal and career goals and life goals, and that you can use that for the rest of your life. And so this is why I don't have a 5-week course because you can't do this in 5 weeks. And your career or business really is a journey. It's about implementing an entire system into your life so that you can decrease stress and overwhelm and increase happiness and fulfillment. So just getting that dream job, you still might struggle with the overwhelm and stress and all your to-do list of all the things that you need to do. And so that's why it's important to create that planning system into your life as well. So one dream job isn't going to magically make your life all better. This is why every student I teach not just learns how to identify their ideal career business, and they have greater success with launching their career, getting job offers, getting clients, but they also learn my planning system. And quarterly, we do this step-by-step process every quarter that's not only going to change your career, but also your entire life. It's going to help you reach all your goals. So I want to go over the 3 types of plans you need for more focus and energy. So we've talked about how identifying your ideal career business is, can I say that any more times? Because I'm extremely passionate about how that's the most pivotal thing that you can do to help you reach success. But also implementing this planning system into your life so that you can reach all of your goals, your personal and your life goals. So my students and I, we create these together in our class, Love Your Work and Life System. We do this every quarter at something in a virtual event that we do called Plan Live. And so it's a 1-day implementation day where we do this together every quarter, and it's so incredibly important. So these are the 3 types of plans that we cover to help you have more focus and energy in your career and life. The first one is your vision plan. So we need to make sure that you're headed in the right direction so that you know what you should do today. You know what you should do this week. You know what you should do this month. In order to figure that out, what we should even do when we wake up in the morning, we got to know where we're going. We got to know what our vision is for the future. And that's going to help us break down our priorities for this week. So that's the first thing that we need. The second thing that we need is an annual plan. So we need to know over this next year, what are we going to do? What are our goals for this year that we need to get done so that we can reach our vision? And so this helps us identify what areas we're going to focus on to reach our goals over this next year. So we're not overwhelmed with the things we want to do years from now, but we're going to focus on what we need to do just this year, help us get closer to that ultimate vision that we want to do. And a lot of people just do this on January 1st and then the next January 1st. But we don't. We do this every quarter. We create a new annual plan because so much changes. How much has changed since the beginning of the year? So much, right? So much changes every quarter. So we start fresh, creating an annual plan every single year or every single quarter, sorry. And then the third thing that you need is a 90-day plan. So sometimes those annual plans can be a little overwhelming, and you really need to break down what just you're going to do over this next quarter. So learning how to break down those goals into smaller tasks, that's going to help you figure out what your one thing is, what you're going to focus on when everything seems important. I did a live yesterday on Instagram, and someone was saying, it was a Sunday night. So someone was saying how they have like 20 things that they need to get done before Monday morning. They're overwhelmed and they're stressed. And that the stress and the overwhelm usually come because you don't have a plan. You don't have these 3 things in order to have more focus and energy to know what are those things that you should be working on. So you're not wasting your time on things that aren't going to get you to the result you want. That's what this is all about, right? We want to help you reach your goals and work things that are going to get you the result you want. So for overall fulfillment, you need these 3 systems in your life consistently, and you need to instill the habits that help you for your entire career path. So what you can do, this is what you can do. Having these systems, identifying your ideal career and putting these systems into place is going to help you get more job offers. It's going to help you get more interviews. If you're starting a business, these habits are going to help you get more customers. You're going to have more success as an entrepreneur. You're going to have purpose. Who wants purpose in their career, right? Me, like that's a huge one for me. That's a huge one. Having that purpose and that meaning. Doing these things we've outlined today is going to help you increase your financial success, increase your income. You're going to have less change during this career change process. I know it's overwhelming. I know, it feels like you need a ton of time and money, but you don't. You don't need a bunch of time and money because it can be less stressful. It can be more fun. You can find that career where time just like flies by because you're having fun. I know when I first started on the path of my dream career and I started to realize what my interests were, like I could just blog for hours and hours because I was so passionate, so excited about the topic and what I was doing. So that's what we want to do. We want to find that thing you could do for hours and hours, and time just flies, right? And you get to wake up and know exactly what you need to do. Like you have it all planned out. Here are the things I need to do today in order to reach my goals and to be happy. And you have that peace and that calmness because you know your direction and you're making progress on a daily basis. And that's what gives you that balance. Not only are you making career goals your priority, but you're also making your health goals a priority, your family goals a priority. And just little things like reading books and like things that you want to do, but you just don't have time to do. All that stuff is important. And so that's why it's easier to do this. It's easier to make a career change. It's easier to have that balance when you have all the things that we've talked about. And it's faster to get results as well. So we want to also talk about the only way to identify your ideal career in business. And really thinking about like where you could be a year from now as well. And how you do that is you have to dream first. You have to start with not what's available on monster.com or what you're good at. That's usually where people start. That's usually what coaches will tell you as well. Like, we instead want to dream first. And this is something I had to learn the hard way because I did not do this. When I was in college, I had a professor who was also my counselor, and he taught economics. And in his class, well, let me back up. I was undeclared. So for 2 years in college, I'm like the career coach teaching people how to do, but I had no idea what I should be when I grew up. My mom told me that I should put math on my college applications because it would make me look like I had some idea that I was smart or something. I had no idea what I wanted to be, so I just put math on my college applications because I was good at it, I guess. So for 2 years in college, I was undeclared. And I still had no idea what I should do. And I got all my general education requirements out of the way. And then I was like, I gotta make a choice. And my counselor was like, you gotta make a choice, Anna. Like, we gotta get you into a major. And then because I had taken his economics class and I got an A, and he had somehow thought that I was good at finance, and he basically said, you should choose business, you should choose finance, because you got an A in my class. And I said, okay. So there I went along the path of going into finance. My dad in finance. So I thought, okay, I guess this is what I'm supposed to do. Got a career in finance and worked that for 8 years, do consulting and finance. And I hated it. I absolutely hated it. So just because I was good at it, I mean, other people from the outside, they thought, oh, Anna's great. She has a great career. She's really good at finance. But I absolutely hated finance. So I chose something because I was good at it, but that wasn't the right career advice. Like, I wish I could go back to that time, finishing my sophomore year in college. What if my counselor would have told me to write down a list of 20 of my dream careers instead? When I went into finance, I was good at it, but I hated it. It would not have made my list of 20 dream careers. And it took me years of being stuck to change into a different career doing what I love every day. So if I could fast track anything, it would be going back. I wasted years, right? Going into this field because I was good at it because someone else told me this is what I should do. So a year from now, you can have more focus, more energy. You can design a career that is incredibly fulfilling, that makes an impact. You can get hired at your dream job. You can do work that matters. You can get paid what you're worth. You can just have that relief and that joy of never being stuck again, and have that freedom to do work you love. And that is where you can be a year from now, by first starting with what we've talked about today, starting with identifying your ideal career business, and then creating those habits, those plans and systems on a quarterly basis that are completely going to transform your life. So that is what I teach. That's why I teach what I teach. That's what makes me different. That's what makes what I teach different. I don't have a short 5-week course. I teach a life transformation. This is a life transformation. You will never be the same again. Your career will never be the same again, and your life will never be the same again. And I also didn't just create the business yesterday either, right? So I've been teaching and really clarifying my systems and my frameworks for over 10 years now. And so I have a system that works in any economy, in any market. And I am excited to talk with you guys a little bit more. I see we have Tanya here. Hey, Tanya is from Florida. Good to see you. I'm excited to talk more about this and to dive deeper about this topic in the Classy Career Girl Network Facebook group. So you can head on over to the Classy Career Girl Network Facebook group. I'm going to put up a post later today so we can talk about this a little bit more. If you need any support or help just narrowing down your ideal career or putting those planning systems into place, the Classy Career Girl Network is a fabulous place to do that. There's lots of women in there who are supportive and helpful and want to support and help you. So this was fun. Thank you so much for taking your time to join me here today. I hope it's been helpful, and I will see you guys later. Okay. Have a great day, everyone.